Did you miss me? Oh, I just realised there'll be a sort of very distinct gap between in the music from one video to another. So you'll just have to, I don't know, wait a bit between each video before you watch it, so it doesn't sound clunky, I suppose. I don't know. What am I talking about? I don't know. Give it the quick once over, and away we go. They've been doing that for so long that it's actually just got harder and harder as they've gone on.
Request confirmation.
It's like you get close to it and then all of a sudden the instructions change. So it gets harder still, and you get close to the new instructions and then some more instructions come. And bigger technology is even more advanced. Yeah, that looks quite pleasant, that does. In fact, you know what, I'm going to hurry a tree farm there.
Request confirmation.
Because I can see it needing one sooner rather than later. Haven't I really brought order where there was chaos? Me and Francis of Assisi. Damn your amplifier. If that wasn't there, you would have lost that. Kelp, forest.
Production complete.
Something happened with the hive, don't care.
Modern age begun.
Yay!
Production complete.
Yeah. We've got a robotic assembly plant.
Production complete.
Some people who aren't happy, are they?
Maximum population reached. Project complete.
Where it decreases minerals required to support military units, +2 supports on a social engineering table. That's very useful, I think. It hasn't really affected that. Then again, those two don't require any support. Support costs tend to decline, bigger cities are. As soon as you start getting thermal boreholes and supply crawlers that can bring in supplies with seemingly no disadvantage.
Production complete.
Doesn't matter about supply. Yeah, not knocking it, it's...
Request confirmation. Maximum population reached.
pretty good, all things considered, but just not... I'd rather have the bonuses elsewhere. I think so too. Why don't you build a tree farm? Met your sort before.
Production complete.
I need you to grow.
Production complete.
And you.
Production complete. Drone rides have ended.
This music's god awful, isn't it? Just to pull out, well, it saves me having to find my own stuff. I like how this series has gone on so long. I've actually gone through phases. It's like usually you go through phases in different types of LPs, perhaps. But this one LP, I've gone from sort of playing it, then putting the recording on afterwards, and then sort of doing a bit of editing, to just sort of playing and briefly doing the recording afterwards, to doing the recording live as I'm playing, to then and then putting some music in, then taking some music out, and then putting some game music in. I see you've got Shinra Company over there. I'm now going to call this one the Golden Saucer, which, as Get Dave rightly points out in his Final Fantasy VII Let's Play, is Karl Marx's nightmare. It really is. It's fun and leisure for the upper classes over the on top of a desert in the middle of nowhere where the sort of prisoners are, and on top of a ruined mining town at Corel. Yeah, it's literally sort of the cream of the crop, and it's just a playground for the rich on the backs of the misery of the poor. I'm sure as it was intended to be. I reckon you could do a dissertation on Final Fantasy VII and the various themes that crop up. But there we go. And it's like the noted shift in dictatorial style from the old-fashioned bread and circuses, various interest groups supporting it, the President Shinra, and once Rufus Shinra takes over, it turns to a more totalitarian state ruled by fear. And of course, that's what differentiates a totalitarian state from other forms of state. Dictatorships, for the most part, are just repressive, whereas totalitarianism has its own form of... well, they're just weird. But they do things like eat their own children. You can't imagine the dictatorship doing that kind of thing. The Chaos Needle Jet. And one more for the team. And shift that over there. Settle that down. They've still got 3 in there. I'm going to let that rest actually, because it'll be fully healed in one turn. Has New Jerusalem got, yes, the command nexus, which is kind of what I want. Nothing else to keep it out of their hands. I don't know why I'm... no, I'll wait till next turn and start a massive bombing run, because then I'll be able to bring in some drop pods to take the place. Well, it's the nano factory that gives cheap upgrades, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm asking you a question like I'm expecting an answer. I probably will get an answer in the comments, so just mean as I'm doing this now. I'm trying to think, what did they just build? The living refinery. This is embarrassing. And it's the nano factory. That's the one that cheapens upgrades. Oh, that's a bit of a blow. I'm going to see if I can build a base there.
Invalid command.
There's not a land unit. By that logic, this should be a sky base. Fine. This one I'm going to call Wibber Island. I've actually been on the capitalism page of Wikipedia looking up names. I tried classical liberalism, I've run out of all of those, all the relevant ones anyway, so I've gone for Max Weber, or Weber. Oh, this is exciting. Especially with music like this. And the reason why I'm telling him to wait is that I can imagine as I wander into the fungus I'll disturb some mindworm boil. Or I would do if I didn't tell him to wait. Sod's Law would do it for me. Or Murphy's Law, or whoever's Law. And room for a base up there. I believe I'll put it by Ricardo Cove. Put it there. So that's a monster place, that is.
Request confirmation.
Next up, you're going to make yourself a little bit unhappy with a gene jack factory and then a robotic assembly plant. You've almost finished that one, there we go.
Request confirmation.
I get a quote either this video or next. Probably going to be next video now, I imagine. But I can't imagine you sort of hanging on for all the quotes when you build a base facility. I bet you're not really hanging on to the quotes for when you discover a technology. If you played the game often enough, you've heard them so many times.
Invalid terraform.
You see, it gets them even faster when you discover Centauri PSI, because you just build a forest over the fungus, clearing it in the process. Freeman Lake. Forest. See, this is the kind of thing that happens. Fortunately, I think I only had about 1,000 in there, but it's literally reduces it to that number, not by that number. So if you have like 50, a sort of random number, so if you have like 15,000 energy credits, and it says energy market cash reduces to 1,500 or something. I saw that once, and I thought, oh, that's not too bad. That's only like 10% of my energy, and then I realised it was 90%. So it's a nasty event, that is.
Humans, there is no space inside rocket. Progenitor, space exists around all things with mass. Space, here, inside rocket. There, secret, bring here to there. Caretaker Lula Mini. Secret space.
I'm not taking anybody seriously that's called Lular. Oh, maybe that's just bigoted of me, but coming to the end of the video now. So I'll go through this quickly. You get tectonic payload, and fungal payload. It's like a in the same way that a planet buster creates a crater in the Earth. These create like mountains out of nothing. Like you land it, you drop the bomb, and some mountain will just appear. And the fungal payload, like you drop the bomb, and a load of fungus just appears, which I suppose is part of the compression thing. So much fungus, so many payloads of dirt, are just packed into one rocket, you land it, and then geosynchronous survey pod. I don't know. No, I never build them. I leave them alone. I leave these alone as well. I'm not entirely sure what these are, but I believe they might be like SDI defences. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here before anything else interesting happens. So see you next time.